Stop scrolling right now. This message was not meant for everyone watching today. Out of the millions of people who will see this video, only a small remnant will truly hear what heaven is speaking. You were specifically chosen to receive this revelation at this exact moment in your life. Heaven stopped you here on purpose because your life is about to turn. And if you scroll away now, you'll miss the moment marked for you. God is preparing to overturn every fire, every loss, and every delay that has followed you. Listen closely. If you click away now, you'll walk past the very breakthrough that has already been ruled in your favor in the courts of heaven. The enemy knows what is about to unfold for you. That is why he is whispering distractions, feeding you doubt, trying to convince you that this is just another message, but it isn't. This is the moment where the fires that have tried to consume you are about to collapse under the breath of God. But I am telling you, your spiritual destiny is about to shift in the next 15 minutes. Heaven is leaning toward your life with intention. Angels have been released with orders connected to your name. What has been spiraling downward is about to launch into the stratosphere of divine favor. Promises you thought were dying are already shaking with new life. Dead situations in your story are rising with purpose. Supply is being routed to your doorstep, joy is being poured like fresh oil, and the gavel in the courts of heaven is preparing to strike with a verdict that belongs to you. Before we go further, take one simple step of agreement. Hit the like button as your act of alignment. Not for engagement, not for numbers. As a sign in the spirit that you receive what heaven is releasing over you right now. Do it before we go any further, because the next words that follow this moment are about to activate something inside you that has been waiting too long to rise.
You have been crying in secret, haven't you? You have been lying awake at night wondering if God still hears your prayers. You have watched others step into blessings while you remain in what felt like the waiting room of heaven, thinking you are forgotten. You whisper desperate prayers in your car, in your room, in moments when no one else was listening. But heaven was listening. God saw every tear you cried in the dark, and every prayer you thought bounced off the ceiling was recorded. Nothing was wasted, and now those hidden cries are rising like incense before the throne as God moves to protect, defend, and lavish you with the bounty of His table. What once felt like tragedy is about to be overtaken by divine intervention. The angels have been reporting your consistency, the way you refused to quit, the way you kept believing even circumstances told you not to. Heaven has an archive full of your perseverance. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. What looked like delay was divine positioning. What seemed like rejection was protection. What felt like silence was timing. Every closed door was rerouting towards something greater. Every disappointment built the strength you'd never forgotten. And very fires that came against you are about to be consumed by the breath of God as He sets your life on a new glorious trajectory. But here is what you didn't know. While you were waiting, heaven was working. While you were praying, provisions was being formed. While you were believing, your breakthrough was under construction. The delay wasn't denial. The silence wasn't abandonment. God was building something big enough to carry your destiny. And now, what was spiraling downward is about to blast into stratosphere of divine favor. The blessing built in secret is about to stand in full view. The truth is being revealed right now. There has been a conspiracy against your destiny. Forces work overtime to keep you from seeing who you really are. They whisper lies about your worth. They attacked your purpose. They tried to convince you that your calling was imaginary. They planted doubt to distort your view of God's goodness. But the gavel of heaven is coming down in your favor. Every lie is being overturned. Every false verdict is being dismissed. God is adjudicating on your behalf and announcing decisions that will shock you with goodness. But today, everything changes. You are not ordinary. You never were. You carry something the world desperately needs. There is an anointing in your DNA that breaks chains and shifts atmospheres. You are a voice in your generation and light in the dark places. This is why the opposition was fierce. This is why the pressure was heavy. But now the dead places in your life are being called out on the grave with new strength and purpose. Heaven is about to show you something that will shift your perspective forever. Close your eyes and see yourself the way heaven sees you. Clothed in righteousness, crowned with favor, surrounded by angels, walking in authority, speaking with power, overflowing with breakthrough. This is your inheritance, a portion of heaven on earth, and you are about to taste and see in your own life. But before this becomes visible, you need to understand what slows the manifestation. There was an assignment against you. Lies, attack, discouragement, confusion. People were positions to drain you. Circumstances were engineered to make you question your identity. Thoughts were planted to make you think your past disqualified you. But those blinders are coming off now. You are stepping onto the highway of holiness, and every bit of clarity you lost is returning. Today, every assignment is cancelled. Every curse is broken. Every limitation is lifted. Every barrier is demolished. The one who blocked your blessing is being removed. The forces that fought are scattering. The weapons formed against you are backfired. Bills will be paid. Supply will meet you. Favor will chase you. Your spirit will overflow. Joy will rise. Breakthrough will break open. Right now, as you listen to these words, the entire spiritual realm is shifting in your favor. Angels are taking their position around their life, not as observers, but as protectors. Every dark force that tried to hold you is being commanded to release you. Locked doors and resistance you are receiving heavenly keys. Windows of blessings that were sealed shut are opening wide. The atmosphere around you is being cleared, and the very ground beneath your feet is being situated with blessing. This is God moving to protect, defend, and lavish you with the abundance of His table. The fires that came against you are being consumed by His breath. What was spiraling downward is now blasting into the stratosphere of divine favor. You are entering a season of supernatural acceleration. What should have taken years will unfold in months. What should have taken months will break open in weeks. What should have taken weeks will arrive in days. God is making you up for the lost time. He is restored that was stolen. He is multiplying your efforts and magnifying your results. Promises that were close to dying are now rising with new life. Dead things are being summoned out of the grave, ready to walk in purpose. The wealth transfer of Proverbs 13:22 is activating over your life. Finances tied up in wrong places are being rerouted to you. Resources hoarded by the selfish are shifting into the hands of the righteous. Unexpected inheritance is being released, and the provision from unseen places is locating you. Bills will be supernaturally paid. Supply will arrive at your door on your phone. Your accounts will be full and your spirit will overflow with fresh joy. Even the heavy pressure that came from financial worry is lifting. The burden that haunted your sleep is returning into a testimony of God's provision. And this overflow will bless not just you, but your lineage. Generational wealth is forming under your feet. Your children and their children will walk in the breakthroughs that begins today. Divine connections are being arranged. People carrying keys to your next level are being positioned in your path. Heaven is orchestrating relationships that will accelerate your calling. Mentors who can unlock your potentials are being drawn toward you. Partners who carry pieces of your destiny are stepping into view. Within 7 days, someone will appear who shifts your direction. They will spark something dormant into you and unlock a door you couldn't open on your own. Pay attention to heaven's appointments. Healing virtue is flowing through your body right now. Every attack on your health is being defeated. Pain is dissolving, strength is returning. Your body is aligning with God's original design. Anxiety is melting into pieces. Insomnia is being replaced with rest. Your depression is lifting. Chronic pain is being uprooted. The Father is lifting your weary hands and setting your feet to dancing again. Joy is replacing despair as breakthrough rises within you. 7 days of favor are being released over your life. This is not just blessing. This is an era of breakthrough. For the next 2 years and 1 month, unusual grace will follow you. Closed doors will open. People who should have said no will say yes. Opportunities you never sought will chase you down. The courts of men are aligning with the courts of heaven. The gavel is coming down in your favor. You will hear decisions that shook you with goodness. Even those who moved against you will unknowingly act in alignment with the God's plan. But the enemy is terrified of what is about to unfold. He is scrambling to block what he can't stop. He will try to distract you, discourage you, delay you. He may send people to speak against your promise. He may create circumstances that push you toward doubt. He may whisper that what you are hearing is just empty hope. But those builders you once walked with are being removed. You are on the highway of holiness now, and the road ahead is illuminated. You will see, taste, and know the power of the world to come. This is your inheritance. This is heaven's touching earth in your situation. But I need you to remember this. I need you to hold on to what heaven spoke to you and to your heart today. The one who has been blocking your blessings knows his time is up. The voices that spoke against you in secrets are being scattered by the breath of God. What came to sabotage you is about to be burned away, and what rose to hinder you is being dismantled and reassigned. Even the spiritual weight that has pressed on your family line is being lifted. What was meant to break you is turning into the very thing that announces your rising. The traps they built are collapsing beneath their own feet. The weapons formed in darkness are misfiring. The lies spoken in back rooms are being exposed in the light. And while they fall into their own pit, God is setting you on a new and elevated path. Your name is being restored with interest. Your life is being wrapped in a hedge of fire. Angels are standing guard around your home. No attack can reach you and no scheme can stick to you. You are moving forward, untouched and unstoppable. Prepare yourself, because the first time will come quickly. Within the next 72 hours, a message, a call, a door, a healing, or a provision will appear out of nowhere. Something small but unmistakable will signal that heaven has shifted things in your favor. And that is only the beginning. Before this month ends, you will witness a breakthrough that pulls you to your knees in gratitude. What is coming won't just cover the needs, it will overflow. It will reach into every part of your life. It will turn your testimony into undeniable proof that God still moves, still restores, and still performs miracles. What rises from the moment depends on how closely you walk with the instruction God is placing in front of you. These are not casual steps. They are part of new trajectory He is setting for your life. First, open your mouth and speak life. Declare with boldness, I am chosen by God for supernatural breakthrough. I receive every blessing spoken over me today. I reject every lie of the enemy and embrace every truth of heaven. My waiting has ended. My receiving has begun. As these words leave your lips, the atmosphere around you begins to respond. The fire that pressed against you lose their strength, and the breath of God ignite a fresh moment in your life. Second, clear the space around you. Remove anything that clouds your spirit or dulls your hearing. Let every influence that speaks death instead of life be taken out of your environment. Make room for His presence to rest. As you cleanse your space, the heaviness that has tried to cling to you drops away, and joy begins to take root where despair once lived. Third, write down the 3 names that rise in your spirit. These people are tied to your journey. Their breakthroughs is woven into your own. When you reach out of them, the blessings you release returns to you multiplied. As you take this step, heaven's court leans in and the gavel falls in your favor. What was delayed begins to accelerate. What seemed uncertain becomes clear. These instructions hold a window of power. Step into them while the moment is open. This isn't about losing God's love. It's about receiving what has been prepared for you right now. When you walk in obedience, the dead things in your life rises again with purpose. Promises regain life. Doors open. Provisions finds you. Joys overflow. and you begin to taste the goodness of heaven made real in your situation. Just last week, someone listened to this message and within hours received an email clearing a financial debt that had been hanging over them for years. A woman from California said that the son who hadn't spoken to her since 2020 suddenly showed up at her door in tears asking for a second chance. Another man from the Philippines testified that the business deal he had been fighting for finally went through after months of delay, and the contract was signed the morning after he followed the instructions in this word. These things don't happen by accident. They happen because hearts align with heaven and obedience open doors that effort never could. When people respond in faith, the atmosphere around their life shifts. Your turn is coming. Your testimony is forming. Your miracle is already in motion. All it needs is your willingness to step into what God has prepared for you. The countdown has begun. Every second you delay is a second closer to missing this divine opportunity. Every moment you hesitate is a moment that could be used to position yourself for blessing. Every minute you wait is a minute that someone else might be using to receive what was meant for you. Right now, receive this blessing over your life. As these words flow over you, heaven is moving on your behalf. Angels are being dispatched to your address. Provisions is being released from heavenly storehouse. Healing is being sent to your body. Restoration is being decreed over your relationship. Favor is being activated in your circumstances. In the coming days, you will see signs and wonders. You will witness the hand of God moving in ways that will leave no doubt about His love for you. You will experience breakthroughs that will make you weep with gratitude. You will receive blessings that will overwhelm you with His goodness. You will walk in favor that will astound everyone around you. So prepare yourself, because favor is about to break over your life like a flood. Supply will arrive at your door and on your phone. Bills will be handled without strain. Your accounts will carry fullness, and your spirit will overflow with a joy that feels fresh, clean, and unmistakably supernatural. The Father is lifting you, setting your feet to dancing, raising the hands that have hung down in weariness. Joy will take the place of despair as you stand in the middle of breakthrough. God is adjudicating on your behalf right now. The courts of men are coming into alignment with the courts of heaven, and the gavel is falling in your favor. You will hear words you have never heard before, words that open doors, words that shift outcomes, words that establish blessing. Even those who work against you will end up cooperating with His plan without realizing it. You belong to Him. He will not allow you to suffer permanent loss. There were seasons where you walked with blinders on because He needed your trust, not your understanding. But now you are stepping onto the highway of holiness, and the blinders are being removed. You will see, taste, and know the powers of the world to come. This is your inheritance, a glimpse of heaven manifesting in your life. And now, as these words settle into your spirit, stand firm in the assurance that heaven has already moved on your behalf. The breath of God has consumed every fire that rose against you. The promises that once felt distant are rising with it new strength. The path before you is marked with favor, clarity, and the divine orchestration. You are not returning to the life you had before. You are stepping into a chapter filled with provision, breakthrough, and joy that cannot be taken from you. Walk forward with your head lifted and your heart open, because the goodness of God is unfolding in ways you will see, feel, and testify about. If this word resonates with your spirit, seal it in faith by commenting your amen below. And if someone in your life needs this same breakthrough, share this message with them as an act of blessing. This is your movement. This is your portion. This is the beginning of a life touched by heaven and transformed by His hand.